It's almost time to call it a night, y'all. It's getting too dark.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving! The show goes on!
Yes. Hell yeah. That's a good one. Hey there folks, welcome back to Kambotrout Fishing. On today's video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite structures to target for snakehead, and that is arrowhead. Now there's lots of different kinds of vegetation that snakehead like out there. The number one is probably almost always going to be hydrilla, but a lot of times before the hydrilla is able to grow in, you're going to be dealing with other types of vegetation like pad fields and arrowhead. So in this video, I'll give you a brief introduction for how I fish it, the different tides that I like, and how I fish arrowhead differently on those different tides. And after I give you this brief tutorial, then we'll go ahead and get into the day of action out there on the water so you can see all of this put into practice. If you want to skip this portion and get straight to the fishing, I'll leave a timestamp up here so you can go ahead and do that. But with that being said, let's get to it. Arrowhead is an emergent type of vegetation that lives in the water. Depending on the tide, it's going to have different levels of water inundating it. On a high tide, a lot of times arrowhead has so much water in it, the snakehead can move way back into it, so far that they're almost unreachable to you. It's a tough time. I don't like fishing it on a high tide, generally speaking. They usually get too far back, you'll hear them pop and feed, but trying to get to them is a real pain. You can flip and pitch and target little pockets if you're standing up in a kayak, but it can be difficult. On the opposite end of the spectrum, on a low tide, a lot of times there's not enough water in the arrowhead. The fish will move out of it and be just outside of it on these mud flats, but there'll be such little amounts of water they get really spooky, and that's not really a good time either. So what you're looking for in the arrowhead are the moving tides, the incomings and the outgoings, and I really prefer the outgoings. Outgoing starts to suck those snakehead out. As the water level comes down, it draws the bait fish out, which again draws the snakehead out, and that's when they'll sit in those little cuts, points, and pockets, targeting those bait fish as they're coming out. So that was a really brief kind of recap on exactly how to fish arrowhead, at least from my perspective. If you do it differently and have good results, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, we'll get to the video, but there's one final note here. I was fishing on this day during the evening. I'm usually a morning fisherman just because that's when I have time to fish. On this day I was fishing in the evening, and if you are also an evening fisherman, don't forget, on this Saturday, the VKAE evening tournament, trail stop number 3 in their series, is going to be happening on Aquia Creek down in Virginia. And that's going to go on from 1 p.m. till 9 p.m. You want to come out, go fishing down there, you'll see me, a bunch of other guys down there, trying our hands at evening fishing, which I don't normally do, but I love a challenge. So I'm going to check it out. You can find a link to that tournament if you want to sign up for it in the video description. But other than that, let's go ahead, get to the day of action. You can see how it went for me, and hopefully learn some lessons that'll help you be more successful on the water. Let's get to it. Been seeing a lot of action coming from over here. Seeing and hearing. Just saw one, y'all. Yes, there he goes. Sometimes when you're casting the stuff like that, that kind of thing is just gonna happen. All right, let's see if I can get this frog back. There's the wet feet. Okay. Oh.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Now, there we go. Wow, look at all these menhaden. Holy crap. Right in front of me. It's a 10-pounder too. More than that, maybe 15. Giant fish.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait.
Smart fish. Smart fish. Absolutely monstrous. There he goes, you saw that? That was him. Monster fish. Fudge muffin. Fish.
I want to make something clear to y'all real quick. I didn't immediately know to go for this arrowhead pattern. You saw me fishing around the arrowhead, you saw that monster that just couldn't get the strike right there, I saw a few others. But I was really looking for the hydrilla and hoping and praying it was here. It wasn't here yet. So, I went upstream, started exploring some other waters, nailed a few bass, and it wasn't until I was working my way back down and that tide finally started going out, probably around 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m., that those fish finally started moving and giving themselves away around the arrowhead. That is when I finally get into the pattern that I talked about today.
There you go. I just saw some bait getting chased over here, y'all. These fish should just be starting to push out of this arrowhead. Tide's just starting to go out. Jesus. These fish are feeding, but they're feeding way back in it. Son of a... Ooh, I had one follow me right up. I had one follow me right up. Okay. Okay. Jesus. Oh, big fish, y'all. Big fish. Oh, I knew it. I knew I missed him.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
My drag slipped. Just one pain point after another. And that was a big fish. That was a big fish. Oh. I got him, little guy, but I got him. We might land a snake today, y'all. We might land a snake today. Good night. Got him. Found a 20-incher. Okay. Got her on grips. All right, y'all. It has been a struggle. I mean, when I say I've been riding the struggle bus, I mean I've been riding it. We finally got one. Tackle honker. She crushed it. The last one crushed it. The last one was enormous. At least the snakehead skunks out of the boat, man. Sometimes you just have these days. I swear to God. Let's get you off of here. You're a lucky little fella. Let go. There you go. I saw one hit way back in this, or heard one hit way back in this a little while ago. Let's see if there's any more way back in it. There's these 2 strikes now. I haven't had to coax at all. All I had to do was get it near them, and they crushed it. And they ate it like they wanted it. There wasn't any kind of test bite or nothing. This is the cut where I dropped it in and lost that monster. And I'd seen a fish move right off this point earlier. That was probably him. And she crushed it. That big fish crushed it. That fish did its part. Oop, oop, oop. I swear it's like I'm seeing stuff there. You're lucky. You're lucky. Oh, he was on it.
Always watch your lure closely, folks, and if you swim following it, keep it in the strike zone.
I am shape.
Where did you go? Oh, here we are. Yeah, nice bass. Holy crap. There he goes. That's all right. Not what I'm here for. Not what I'm here for. Frickin' bass. It's almost time to call it a night, y'all. It's getting too dark.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not f***ing leaving! The show goes on!
He missed it. Yes. Hell yeah. That's a good one. Whew. That's a good one. Let me get the other line out of the way. What, you wrap yourself up? Yeah, you wrapped yourself up. Holy crap. That fish tried to take it as it hit the water and missed it. I went to reel it in to recast. She chased it down. I knew it'd be a problem. So I reached my other line, put that on her, and got her. You talk about a fatty? Oh my God, is this fish fat? So like I said, I think she's probably a high 20s fish. Yeah, she's high 20s. Probably about a 27 and a half, 28. Let's find out. On the new catch board here, she'll come in at 27 and a half. When I tell you my eyeballs are calibrated, I mean to tell you, my eyeballs are calibrated. Now, what we're gonna do, let's get a weight on you. Like I said, 28 and a half. If she doesn't go 8, at least 8, I will be shocked. Right at 4 kilos, just under 3.98, 3.96, 3.98. All right. She is full of either food, eggs, or both. What we got? Gimme? Yeah, I know. Just gimme. There we go. All right, folks. It only took most of the day, but we finally got a good fish here. Been too busy missing and losing them. Persistence paid off. Gorgeous fish. All right. Okay, you. You will be going free. Look at that. Thank you. There we go. Put you there. Let's put you over here. Let's see if we can get one more. Ooh. Spooked the living hell out of him. Come on. Regain your pride, bro. Be afraid of a frog. Eat that frog. Oh. Oh. He's on it. Is that him? Yeah, I see him. I see him. He is right in front of me. There's no way he doesn't spook. No way. Yep, there he goes, swimming off. That's where she was.
That's not the one, but that's a good fish. That's not the one, but a good fish. Oh. Good night. That is such a good harvest-sized fish. Maybe I can just keep her on the grips. Take her back that way. Because I'm out of light anyway. Alright, y'all. One more for the... Actually, I am going to keep her. She's bleeding pretty badly. But there's one more for the road. Again on that tackle honker. You can hear the frog singing. It's time to go home, y'all. It's time to get out of here. Thanks for joining me on the water. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Definitely made a long list of mistakes out here on these hook sets. I didn't even show you a bunch of other mistakes that I made. Mistaking fish for snags and shaking the hook out of their mouth until they let it go. The list goes on. But anyway, back to the subject. That arrowhead can definitely be one of the best types of structure available to you in this early season or earlier part of the summer before that hydrilla really grows in. My recommendation? Fish it on the moving tide. You can try it on the high and the low. If you have better success, let me know. Teach me. Because I could use it. Alright folks, if you enjoyed it, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And have a good one.